Just a spectacular afternoon for football here in the Tar Heel state of North Carolina as EA Sports welcomes you inside Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the Chicago Bears. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Let's go. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here we go. 50-70 Lion.
Yeah.
Check.
On 1st down, Walker, pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Walker got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
18 Cardinal. You must 70 Rangers. Check 25. Check 25. Street. Check. Go get him.
From the gun, Walker. He'll air this one deep for Anderson. He's got it at the 15. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They're going to run this with a tight end. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Ian Thomas, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers take it right down and score on the opening drive. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. The first carry for the shifty Tariq Cohen. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. Rosas good with the extra point. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is taken just shy of the 10. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. Operating from the gun. Walker. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And he will take it out to the 25-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
First down, Chicago.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
D, we're pretty quiet. Check 3, check 3, check 52.
This is Cohen. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. And that is going to be incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Panthers will get the football back. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Walker. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
I don't think you got it, son. Let's go.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's caught. It's Thomas. And the Panthers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Ian Thomas with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Panthers have taken the lead. And it's up and good.
Makes the score Panthers 14, Bears 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This taken in about 4 yards deep. Oh, able to avoid him. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points. So they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave them with a third down.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up
You can't block me. You can't block me.
They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
a gain of 12. And
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
that's the end of the first quarter with the score Panthers 14, Bears 7.
Now Trubisky on first down. The screen pass here to Cohen. No gain on the screen there. It's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Pride. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Give the sack to Barkevius Mingo, the former number 6 pick. Throwing on second and long. Walker. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete.
Sets up a third down and 18.
To throw is Walker. Throwing on third and long. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
So a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he's going to get this deep on a Carolina side of the field. It's a big-time play there for the Bears. 43 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Trubisky. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
Incomplete. It's second down and 10.
Hey, here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Alert.
Trubisky gives to Cohen. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
They'll run for it with Tariq Cohen. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Tariq Cohen, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game.
The kick
And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards on the play, first down. From the gun, Walker gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. There he goes, left side. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 59 yards. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and goal. On the ground with a tight end. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends.
Every day, any day. Hey, check 24.
Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Ian Thomas on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Panthers have broken our tie as they take the lead. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Bears take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives, so a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator is a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch. Now on 2nd and 13, Trubisky. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Oh, you got deep?
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Trubisky to throw, and he finds his tight end, Graham. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 36. Now it's Trubisky. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Looking to throw again on second down. Trubisky flushed out right. He'll try and run it. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Walker on first down. Over the middle, open is Thomas. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
A gain there of 30 big ones. What a first half this has been offensively. I mean, defensively, what do you do when you're getting torched like this?
Now, these receivers are absolutely wearing them out. So 2 thoughts come to mind. 1, get some oxygen. Fill up your lungs a little bit. And number 2, talk to your guys up front. You need a pass rush to help slow them down.
Walker now throwing on first down.
I'm coming after you.
Catch here, left side, Thomas. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
Out of bounds at the 23-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
SOS, SOS, SOS. Trap 60, trap 60. Shift.
Off the play fake, Walker. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. DJ Moore in the final seconds of the first half. And the Panthers add on to their lead.
That's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook, but even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Fielded in the end zone. Gets around it. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Switch.
They'll start the third quarter with a run by Cohen. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run-blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
2 yards the loss, second and 12.
A loss of 2 brings up second and 12.
Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Troy Pride, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with it.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Bilal Nichols. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. Throwing on second and long. Walker, open man is Samuel, complete. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
A gain of 14 yards.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4.
Now Walker on third down. They'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A gain of 8 and a first down. Operating from the gun. Walker. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down. From the gun. Walker. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Here's Walker on first and 10. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. Now the third leading rusher in the NFL last fall. Here's Christian McCaffrey. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On third and short to give to the tight end. And the Panthers are going to be set up with a first and goal as they get the conversion there on third and inches. They give it off here to the tight end. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Big play coming here. It's third and goal. They hand off to their big tight end. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
In your face.
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Don't be mad.
Throwing here, Trubisky. Lets this one rip toward Graham. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 39 yards there. A big one.
First down, Bears.
On first down, Trubisky. He uncorks it for Snead. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Chicago. Willie Snead. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Bears draw a bit closer. Now Trubisky will lead the Bears up to go for 2. Here's Trubisky. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Still just a 2-score game in the third quarter, but they're going to go onside kick here anyway. And they've got it. They recovered it. Wait, hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the fourth.
No, not at all, and they're trying to get something going after one there, but you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
To throw is Walker on first down. He's going to look deep for more, and this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by the rookie, Jalen Johnson. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
Hey, let's go.
Every now and then it's hard for me to rein it in because this is one of my absolute favorite players in the draft, Jalen Johnson out of Utah. A long, angular corner. Occasionally peeks a little bit too often into the backfield, but he always wants to make a play on the football. He's got a chance to be the starter opposite Kyle Fuller, who was a first-round pick in 2014. Since then, the highest draft pick at the corner for the Bears, the 6th round, until Jalen Johnson was selected this year.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 30. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. To the right side and complete to Thomas. Not much there, only a yard. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. To throw again on 2nd down. Walker winds up and lets it go for Samuel. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Curtis Samuel with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Trubisky. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give him 15 there. The Panthers have a first down. Operating from the gun, Walker. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the intended target. And now it's second down.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
70 Ranger. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Walker going to throw again. And a sideline pass. That's caught by Thomas. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Walker now from the gun on 3rd down. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Josh Hawkins with a pick. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. That catch good for only a couple. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Trubisky. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
A gain of 3 yards.
Kill.
4th down. Here's Trubisky. And he's got Snead. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. They go play action here on 1st down.
Switch.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Switch. Check 24. Tighten up. Lock in. Tighten up.
Now Cohen.
Wide.
And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. Now Trubisky. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Blue. Mike 42. Let's get it together.
They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 45. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. From the gun, Walker. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Watch 54. Get ready.
Operating from the gun. Walker. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. That's sacked by Khalil Mack. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Walker. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. From the gun, Walker. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Nickel Roby-Coleman, a sack off the corner. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
And this carries into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator?
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Keep going. Keep running, man.
24, and he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Oh, a mistake there. The kickoff out of bounds.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at the 40. Now they'll run it with Cohen. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Now Trubisky to throw. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down.
Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get off the field. Get off the field.
Trubisky will throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And oh, it'll be intercepted.
If you were me, you do this too.
Anticipation. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on.